Good morning, everybody. You have to be patient with me for just a second. I am trying to multitask. So as you come on, just say hi. Let's see. So I'm doing a lot. Let's see, what is it? Morning, Rob. So I'm doing and I'll share this picture with you in a second. So I have a friend who used to work at, or used to be the head instructor over at, what's it called? Saber Forge. So lightsabers, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing kind of a last minute. We're partnering with Burton Elementary, and we're going to be doing like a last minute type of, let's see, basically lightsaber based parents' night out. So I had to make flyers. The PTO is just our parent teacher organization. They love the idea. So I made a flyer. Took me forever to do it because my brain was just not working yesterday. Christ. Sorry. I'm doing a bunch of different things at once. So I'm I'm ordering it right now. I had to upload it because I don't want it to get any later because I need to drop them off today. So so anyway, so it's actually going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's awesome. He comes dressed as a Sith, and his outfit, when you guys see this, it is wicked, 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 wicked. So I should probably at some point save my payment information. Okay, yeah. I know it's going to cost a grip. Submit order. Yay! Okay. So we're going to save that receipt to, where's my folder? So I've been in, and also today is going to have to be a short day too, because my daughter's car is not working very well. And so I have to pick her up at school. So this will be short lived. Short start, short lived. Yay. Okay. All right. So that's done. Let me share this with you. Let's see. There we go. Make me a little bit bigger. All right. Let's see. Share screen. Window. Okay, so this is, let me get back to over here. So this is the little flyer I put together, but that's his outfit. Like let me see if I can share another picture. And wrong image. Let's see. Yeah, you totally. Let's see. Share. Okay, so this is the picture he sent me. Okay. He also does there's another, let's see. That's him. That is totally cool. Like that's wicked. That's wicked looking. So now the picture he sent me had his head cut off at the top here, and so I was actually, if you notice, I was able to uh I got, and I don't know why I can't, I just window here. I'll do this one. Share. There we go. So you can see that I put his I rounded out his head. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So hey, I was just talking about you, Morgan. So yeah, I was just showing the pictures. This is so Morgan, I asked if you had one that didn't have your head cut off, but I fixed it. So yes, James, you can totally drink coffee. I'm still, oh, there's my tea. There we go. Still seeping the tea. But yeah, so welcome all aboard. Thank you for tuning in, saying hi. So let's see. So Morgan, there you go. I fixed it a little bit. I'll show you the whole. Let me show you the shoot. I'll do this again. This is the flyer. It's like a half-page flyer that went out. So it's actually pretty cool. So that's going to yeah, no worries. So anyway, so that's the flyer that's going out. Just sent it off to FedEx for print, and then I'll pick it up and no, I fixed the head. Yeah, don't worry about it. Might have a pic non-filtered. Oh yeah. Okay, that one. Yeah, send me over that one. I'll share it with people. No, I do like one, but if you have a different picture, you can send that over. People love that stuff. So anyway, it's gonna be awesome. Of course, small school have to limit the number. I was thinking limited at 20 kids, but I think I could probably squeeze 20 kids in there with lightsabers and have enough parents in there for, with me, Lisa, Garrett, the PTO president, all that, yeah. So it'll be awesome. I am really, really looking forward to this. So, and then, I don't know, might do, this might turn into maybe a, like an actual lightsaber seminar. I'm sure Garrett Morgan will be up for that. So, so yeah. Usually, okay. I usually go for a 10-1 ratio, so people get a good experience and feel that they were paying attention. So, yeah. Okay, so one thing I wanted to mention last week, and so let's just get into what I forgot to mention last week and what I wanted to talk about. So I have about 175, I think yesterday we posted episode 170 of Q Show Corner. I've got another 4 or 5 episodes. I think 4. I have another. I have a 5th episode in my head that I want to do, or maybe I don't. I don't know. So So anyway, so but here's the thing. I am 25 episodes away from 200 episodes for Q Show Corner. 200. I'm 25 away. Okay. So yes, control her beat into submission either way. Absolutely. So now episode 100 for Q Show Corner was I focused on knockouts, and I interviewed people from around the Q Show industry, and got their points on it. I want episode 200 to be a big one as well. I want episode 200 to be awesome. But it was, but I don't know what to do. So do you guys have any thoughts? I haven't posted this on YouTube or anything like that, or not necessarily YouTube, but on the Facebook. I haven't. Here. Okay, so here's some more pictures of look. Check that out. Okay, so that's an unfiltered one. That one's actually pretty cool. So the same one from before, and then another one. Yeah, those are awesome. Those are awesome pics. So what should I do for episode 200? That's kind of I want to do something big. If I start now, I can focus on it now, because that's 25 episodes. That's 6 months. That's another, that's 6 months. Since you covered knockouts on episode 100, maybe getting thoughts on methodology and evolution of Q Show from top folks in the field. Ooh, I like that. That's kind of cool. That's a good idea. Kind of like doing other interviews, but saying, hey, from maybe kind of getting how it was when you first started to how you approach it now to how you see, maybe even how do you see it going in the future? That would be kind of cool. I like that. I don't know. That's just that's a good one. I haven't brought my notepad. I'm gonna write that down. Yes. Let's see. And its future. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. And I know there's a bunch of people that I could reach out to. And in fact, it's kind of funny because as I have grown as a martial artist, as I've grown as a Q Show influencer, I did not coin that term. Somebody actually used that term for me, and I'm like, I'm not an influencer. But I actually have a lot of the people I did not know earlier, I do know now, and I actually have their phone numbers. I can actually pick them up and go, hey, do you want to do this? So yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, because I'm, as let's see, there's going to be a lot more videos I'm going to do for online and for book only, that, points that might be, combat applicable, non-combat applicable, but, at some point we're going to run out of points. Okay, Rob. You are not an influencer. Geez, you're a Q Show superstar. Hoo-yah. I don't know if I can take, I don't know if I can take that title, but there are, yeah. So, at some point I'm going to run out of points and I want this show to continue. I figure if I can get up to, once I hit 200, then I might take a little break, like, a month of episodes, because I took a whole year off. but yeah, so it's I'm kind of excited for how this is going to progress and all that kind of stuff. So that's, I don't know. I just think that 200 should be a big episode, and looking for ideas, but also ideas beyond that. So one of the ideas was, and I think it was Harvey that gave this idea, was, is it Q show or not Q show? Because there's this video, and let me see if I can bring it up. I'll play it for you guys. I don't know if I can actually do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's wicked too. Dude, look at that. That's just insane. I love it. Okay. It's a TikTok, and somebody had sent it to me and was like, "Hey, what, is it, does it, what is it? Is this real? Is it, like, this guy has a whole website on, is it, oh, did I not like it? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Because so I showed it to Harvey, and Harvey was like, "Oh, that looks like it's probably like hypnotic," because the last video that this guy showed, like it like the last knockout kind of looked fake. But it would be, where? No, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was somebody else. Ooh, here we go. This guy said it. Okay. Okay. Watch this. Okay, hold on. Ah. He does a couple of these. Like, it looks like he's hitting on lung 1, and they just go out. And of course, he's holding wrist points. Now that last one, okay, that one looked totally fake, just like, and she goes out. But Harvey had an idea of having a series, or a sub series within Q Show Corner of, is it Q Show or not Q Show? So, or even, I would agree. Or taking some of the stuff that we see on, some of the videos out there, and either debunking their Q show or giving away the secret that they're doing. So, I remember, okay, so there was this one, the Human Stun Gun. I don't know his real name. Some of you might know him. I don't think I've ever met him, but he was on the Steve Harvey show, and like, he shows this one where, like, he's coming up, and he's like, yeah, he says, if you come up and try and what is it, like with a rear naked choke or something like that, I can get out of that, but I can. And so he says, and he says, and I'll do it to you. And so, Harvey does it, and you see, I can get out of it. And this is how you do it. And then he does it, and Steve can't do it because the guy has his knuckle or his thumb, something like that, in one of the bladder points. So Are you going to wear a mask like the magician who showed the secrets behind magic tricks? No, no. Here's the thing is that there's a lot of people out there that are talking shit about Q Show, and you know, there's people that can, totally don't believe it, and then there's people that are totally believers, and then there's the people that keep on citing Dillman's National Geographic episode. And it's one of those where it's like, okay, so yeah, for people who do Q Show, it's legit. That's the whole point. It's like, here's a point, take it back to your dojo, play, have fun, do whatever. But it's like, okay, so here's these people saying, hey, I'm a master at this. It is just a lot of tricks. Like there was this, I remember, and I'll have to find some of these videos because these are the ones that really stick out in my mind. Is that there was this one video where it was a magician, he showed, how to bend a quarter or something like that. And he got this big guy out of the crowd, and this little tiny gal, and he tells the gal, he's like, hey, can I pick you up? And the gal's like, sure. And so, he goes behind her and picks her up. No problem. She's really, really light. Tells the big guy, okay, now what I want you to do, he says, I want you to go and I want you to pick her up. And he's standing behind her. Okay. Now this is total energetics, but the magician is standing behind the gal with his palms down. He's not touching her, but his palms are down like this. And then the big guy, he's just trying to pick her up, just cannot pick her up at all. And I'm like, okay, well, he's, basically he is rooting her with his energy, and that's why the guy can't pick her up. And it was just like I knew what he was doing. So it's and like I once went and saw this one martial arts instructor, and he's like, oh well, cigarettes are bad, and this and this and this, and he's like, and doing all of this energetic style testing, and I was like, okay, well, knowing what I know about energetics, I can debunk some of the stuff that he was doing. So it was like, he held like a pack of cigarettes here and was doing kind of like the hand out and pushing the hand down, and he says, okay, well, if you put your hand here with nothing in between it, and then he says, do this, and I was like, okay, well, first of all, the pack of cigarettes had plastic around it, and so that plastic is going to stop that energetic flow, and create a weak point. And so then we took we took a pack of cigarettes, took the cigarettes, the plastic off the cigarettes, put it there, and there was nothing interfering with that energy flow. But it was, I don't know, it was funny. So it was like, okay, well, doing a series or a sub-series of these kind of like, is it Q Show, is it not Q Show, or like kind of debunking, like, or me commenting on, like, I could do a whole comment series on knockouts, or, oh, hey, did you watch this one fight? What did you think of, this is what I think, and maybe even recreating it in the dojo, like showing why it works or why it doesn't work. So I don't know, just some things that I thought. I think some episodes that link points to the tendons, nerve packets, arteries, etc. would be good. Helps to show the non-believers how points do correlate to real reactive points on the body. Yeah, no, that's almost, I was thinking about even getting back to, like, going back and redoing some of my older episodes, just so it, I don't know, just because it's like, okay, well, I may have learned more. Like I did, I expanded on center lock. I redid that episode. I redid the head revival episode, even breaking it down into different levels. So I don't know. just different thoughts. So I don't know. That's kind of where my head has been at. I'm running out of time before I need to go pick up my daughter, but let's see. We have a month. We have 4 weeks until Matador, until Mandalorian hits season 3. So I'm looking forward to that. We got 2 weeks until Picard season 3. I'm really looking forward to that. Bad Batch, the Bad Batch episode this last on Wednesday, that was really good. I actually really enjoyed that episode. I like that they brought back Gunji or Grungy or I can't even remember the kid's name, but I like, we have a continuation of that story. So if anybody's watched the Bad Batch and does not remember where that Wookiee Jedi came from, he was actually in an episode that where Ahsoka and Yoda and a bunch of other younglings go to the planet where he finds his kyber crystal, and then it feeds into another episode where he makes his lightsaber, and it ends up being this wooden lightsaber. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we get to spend some time with the Wookiees and their culture, and I know exactly what you meant. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, being on Kashyyyk and kind of seeing that. So I don't know. We're I like where it's going. I think next Wednesday we get 2 episodes. So that will be cool. So we'll get 2 episodes next Wednesday. That'll bring us to, I think, 8 episodes, because I think this last episode was episode 6. But it's kind of funny with it's like, okay, they could have gotten out of there if they had just kind of stuck to the plan. But of course, Omega has to go, oh, I'm bored, I'm going to go look around. And then, I don't know. I just thought that was funny, that it's like, okay, everything kind of, revolves around her. But one of the theories that Star Wars Theory has in his breakdown, I thought was kind of interesting, is that the robots that had the Wookiee Jedi, or maybe even a Padawan, because he was probably just a Padawan, not old enough to be a Jedi, but they weren't going to kill him. They were holding on to him for a buyer. So was the buyer one of the alien, or one of the lizard race people? I don't know what the name is. Star Wars Theory knows, because he's all knowing in the Star Wars Theory. But Sid is the same race, is the same lizard race. So the theory was, or one of his theories is, maybe they were going to sell her to Sid, or maybe it was one of those where and it could have been the Empire that was going to be the buyer. Trandoshan's, yes, you're right, Trandoshan. Yeah. So, and I guess in the comics, I cannot see, I'm really bad with all these different names. But I guess Bosch constantly fought the big black furry Wookiee that we got to see in Book of Boba Fett. Like, that's really kind of where apparently that's where they established that those two races cannot stand each other. So fitting that they had their Trandoshans on Kashyyyk burning stuff up. So I don't know, just thoughts. So yeah. Oh yeah. And, I have not had a lot of time to read, but I have been reading my book. It's a great story. it's just a great story. Starts it off just right. So anybody who hasn't started reading it, I actually, if I had the time, which I don't usually have the time, I've been reading it, but I haven't been like sitting like I want to. But I would have loved to have just like do a do-over. So I don't know. I might read that and then I might go back and start reading from the beginning. But yeah, just thoughts. Oh, and I have, let's see, kind of doubling down on my time with Naihanchi and the Crimp. What I need to do is I actually need to type out and have an official list, but I roughly have about 17 to 18 techniques from crimp techniques for Naihanchi. So I'd like a minimum of 20, potentially 25. I think solid is a good solid number for that. So I'm trying to kind of put all that in there. And then once I actually have a solid list with everything written out, then I'll actually start like actively filming. So it probably won't be for a couple weeks. You know, my brain kind of goes, hey, what techniques do I want to work on? I write them down. And then my regular modular class, we're playing with crimp. So yeah, it's that is coming along. It'll probably be a little bit until I actually start filming and doing all that. And of course, then after the filming, it'll take time to edit and put the stuff in place. But it's coming along. I think it's going to be an awesome book. So, and of course, it's going to have QR codes so people can. It'll have QR codes so people can click on it and watch the video and get further instruction on that. I haven't decided if I'm going to have, like, on my neck pinch book, I had like, you know, Kyusho information guide pages on each point. Not exactly that like they are in the KIG, but it was, hey, these are the points that are using, and this is where they're located. I don't know if I've been debating, do I have a pressure point section? So the points that I'm using, I'm actually putting in the book. That's the thing. Or do I just say, you know, here's the list of points I'm using. And then leave it up to somebody else to go research those points for themselves. So I think that I do have one price point in mind for the book. I think if I added that extra information in there, then it would have to be another price point. But I might give the QR instead of actually, I could just give the QR codes to the videos instead of actually having that stuff. And I'll just maybe have a note section of the back. You not only have a QR code for the video of the technique itself, but you'd also have a video, then, you know, a pressure point video, and most of the stuff is all on YouTube anyway. So it's just a link to the UI. If they want to know the points, they can go buy the Kyusho information guide or buy both books for a reduced price. Yeah, so that's a potential. The other thing I was thinking is that, like, you could get the book off of Amazon, no problem. If you wanted, and I was thinking about this, if you wanted the book, a crimp, and I don't have any of them here in the school or in my office, but there's the orange compressor made by Tack Knife. And so, like, you'd get the book, the tack knife trainer, and a crimp, and then you get to choose the size of crimp, standard or magnum, and then you would then, like, there would be this big package deal that you save money on, and you just get it all sent at once. So what I might do is I might do like a limited run of just that. So like if you wanted, just so I have them, I'll be like, okay, I have 10, like you can get a limited edition ultimate pack and then just kind of go from there. I think that would be cool. So yeah. So just thoughts. And I've got like 3 minutes. Ooh, actually, I've got less than 3 minutes left before I have to go. So anyway, sorry to make it so short today. Daughter's car is just not running right. So I'm waiting for my son to drop off my engine code reader, and then so we can see how much it's going to cost or not cost, or whatever the problem is. I get to play with that. And then, yeah, so until then, I'm her ride during the day. So, love to you all. Thank you for hanging out, even though it was short. Ooh, I still got one person on here from YouTube. Is that James or maybe that's, I don't know. I did get one text. Oh, it says, okay, so this is my grandson watching me on YouTube. I think that's kind of cute. So that might just be them, or I could be on Facebook. Either way, doesn't matter. Love to you all. Thank you for hanging out. I will be back next week, same time, same channels. And until then, be safe and live long and prosper.